Alright, do you want to do the intro or do you want me to do the intro? Jacob, you want to do the intro?
For what?
For the podcast.
What intro is it?
Alright, I'll do the intro.
Do you know where you're at right now?
Don't act like we just like fucking kidnapped you. Alright, well. Where am I?
Is this a Breeze commercial?
That's a fucking throwback. Alright, welcome.
I don't even know that.
Welcome to the Deep Thots podcast, episode 20. Jacob, calm down. We are here with a special guest, Jacob, our good friend from high school. We haven't seen him in a couple of years, and we just had
almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years.
That's true.
Yeah, we met up with some lunch,
It's
got
been
to
3
know him
years
a little bit.
since we've seen him, and then we let him out of the basement.
let him join the podcast, but he'll go back into his cage after this. So, welcome to the podcast, Jacob. Are you happy to be here?
Sure I am.
Damn right. All right, tell us a little about yourself. Anything you want. A fun fact, anything. Stop laughing.
Race could also be an answer, but just anything.
Well, I'm Native American to start off with.
Woo!
Woo!
Alright. Yeah, we were joking about earlier how we should have had him on for Columbus Day, so he might make a comeback eventually. What are your thoughts on Columbus?
No, it's Indigenous Peoples Day.
Oh,
is it really?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, wow,
they changed
good.
it in Spokane. I don't know about Washington.
Oh, damn.
But you know, I'd rather be called Caucasian impaired.
Jeez. You just
here.
wish you were white?
First off,
Use your words, Jacob.
white privilege.
Yeah, white privilege. You're right.
Privilege.
White privilege. But, yeah, these are usually we keep our episodes laid back, but this one's gonna be all political for all our fans out there. What do you think of Trump, Jacob?
Oh, he's great.
You always post about Trump on your Instagram, right? Don't you have like a Donald Trump shirt or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a true fan.
I should have worn it. It was funny. It's when that whole incident happened where he was like talking on the bus and like, oh, grab him by the pussy. I have a shirt that has Donald Trump and holding a cat and says grab him.
Oh my god.
Where did you buy that, online or at Spencer's?
Online.
Fucking
Yeah,
Spencer's.
pretty cool.
Damn. Sounds cool.
Any other facts besides Native American?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is an
talking
interview. This is about you, Jacob.
6'1".
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty close to my height.
Yeah.
Oh, huh.
I'm like 6'3".
I must be getting taller. I don't know.
Probably, dude.
I
Thanks,
think
Jacob.
I've still be growing because like people that I haven't talked to in like a year or two, they see me like, have you gotten even taller? And I was like, I don't know, I haven't measured myself in a long time, but maybe.
I went to the fucking doctor once when I had to get my... did you know I got a colonoscopy recently? Yeah.
Really?
That didn't come up in your texting conversation?
Yeah.
Just like in the last day?
I mean, we talked about it on the podcast, but you haven't listened to any episodes, you asshole.
He doesn't even know what we're doing.
Yeah. What's his mic in front of us, dude? I thought we were just hanging out, guys. But, yeah, so anyway, so for my second rectal exam, I got 2 rectal exams. This is before my colonoscopy. Anyways, it has nothing to do with it, but they measured my height. And I usually, when people ask me for my height, I'll say like, oh, 5'10", 5'11". And they measured me. They're like, yeah, you're 5'8" and 3/4. And I was like, all right, thanks. And then they stuck a finger in my ass. And I was like, what a great day. It ruined all my dignity. So you're 6'1"?
Yeah.
Damn, good for you. I wish I was. I'm height impaired. You're Caucasian impaired, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
We all have our problems. What are you impaired with, Zach? Yeah.
Being dumb. Being dumb impaired.
So you're smart. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get to our first topic. What do you got, Zach? Throwing it to you.
Well, last time I told about the time I took my truck out camping and stuff. But then I took it out again about a week ago, and I kind of ruined it. I don't know if it was my doing, but I basically drove it through like a lake.
Oh my god.
Nice.
It was just I mean, it didn't look like it was deep, but it was freaking deep. And so like I'm like trying to haul ass through, and then I get stopped like right in the middle, and then I'm stuck.
Oh jeez.
And then I'm sitting in there, and like my leg feels like kind of wet, and there's the water seeping up into
Oh
my
my
interior. And then my friend Peyton, who's watching from the side, just sees me crawl over to the passenger seat. He's like, what's going on? And
Starts sinking. Crawl through the
it didn't
sunroof.
sink, but I mean, it was basically like the water was like perfectly lined up with like the bottom of my door.
Oh my god.
So like it wasn't like the engine wasn't underwater or anything, but
That is fucking deep. Holy shit.
yeah, it was pretty deep. So deep thoughts.
Garbage shelves are getting deep.
Yeah.
Deep in some water.
So my friend had to tow me out, and then we finally got it out. I have a video I can maybe edit in, and like if I uploaded this to YouTube, or you can put it on Instagram or something.
All right,
but I have a video of just like my friend opening the door, just water gushing out of my car.
Oh my god!
And then so we get it out of the water, and then we go up, and then I'm just like, it's running okay after we like get it roll started and everything, and then I'm just keeping it. I'm like revving it, and then like water's just like exploding out of the muffler. It's like throwing up water.
Ugh.
And then after a while, about like an hour of like driving around, like it'll idle okay, but then when I hit in the gas, it like was chugging like it was almost out of gas. But there was plenty of gas in it.
Sounds like a steamboat now.
Well, so something went wrong with the like fuel pressure regulator or something like that. And so basically we get it up to like the parking lot area because my friend towed me like back up to the street.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're trying to like investigate and see what was going on, and he didn't know, and he's like he knows a lot about cars, so we're kind of like, oh, okay, well it's something with the fuel.
Yeah.
And so basically
something's messed up.
Yeah, so he had to hook me up to his car, and it was about a 12-minute ride to my house, so basically he had to like tow it the rest of the way with me with no car on, just steering all the way back. So that was pretty fun, and then it kept dying, so like when we were going, I'd try to like start it up again, and then it would just die immediately again, so I just had my hazards on, and we were just driving down the road.
Jeez.
I was like, hopefully don't get pulled over.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
That was my first experience getting towed like that, so basically it was like, I have to brake first and stuff like that to like keep him stopped and everything, and keep the line tight.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so that was fun. So yeah, the truck's in front of my house, but it's kind of down for the count right now until I get it fixed.
Yeah. Have you ever done that with your truck, Jacob? You ever drive through a lake?
Yeah, what do you drive, Jacob?
Yo, you didn't see my car.
No.
I drive a 2008 Dodge Ram 1500.
No, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Better than Zach's. How much you spent on that car?
$650.
Oh my god.
How's your truck, Jacob?
It's good. But yeah, so one time I took up to Bozeman to help their Walmart out there.
Oh yeah, Jacob works at Walmart, by the way.
They brought you all the way out to Bozeman, Montana to work at a Walmart out there?
Yeah, they need help big time.
Like 2 states over.
Yeah. Well, I got paid I got reimbursed for mileage out there. It was like 249 miles. You times that by 0.63 cents. No, 0.063 cents.
Oh shit, that's a lot of money.
Like $100.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I got paid that out. Then I got paid for the trip back, all at Bozeman, at the Walmart, and they decided to cash us out right there. They gave us $50 for each day we were down there for the meal, and in total I got up to like $500 back.
Jeez, you could have bought Zach's truck. Doesn't that trip to Bozeman?
But no, so I was up in Bozeman, coming down. I was going about 90 down. Whatever.
Highway 3.
Isn't like 80 miles per hour over there or something? Isn't it freeway? Damn.
But I was going 90 and I didn't see a little slight curve in there.
Oh shit.
So I was going 90 and I was like, whoo, like that. And my shocks were like, my shocks aren't that great, but I was like going like that. I was like, oh my gosh, I felt like we just jumped.
If you're like slightly off on your tires, that could have ended pretty bad.
Oh, I know. So that's the whole point. So we were going down, and you know that the first stop when you get into Montana, you got the rest stop right here and the rest stop right here. Well, when you go through Montana, you got 2 rest stops right here. Mm-hmm. So I was turning a corner, and I highly recommend to go the speed limit. They say go around the corner.
Don't go 90.
No. It says like you got to go 50 around the corner. I was going 70 around the corner.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that's just a bad scenario. Like no matter what.
And like I was turning like that. I heard a little click in my driver's side car, my tires. I was like, okay, I really hope that doesn't do anything. Get towards the gas station. Get towards the rest stop. Next thing you know, I'm like, I hear like just noises coming out of my tire. I'm like, oh fuck, I better stop now and see what's going on. I get out. To me, it looked like it was perfectly fine, and I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? I smell like burnt rubber and all this.
The usual.
Yeah, and this one guy came help me. He thought I had a flat tire because I didn't have a jack with me at the time. Mm-hmm. And so he thought I had a flat tire. Like, he was looking at there, and he was like, dude, your wheel bearing popped out.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, what? He was like, yeah. I don't know how you're, like, he asked me where you going. I'm like, going back to Spokane. I'm like, I don't know how you could get that out there. So I was stuck at the rest stop for a good 6 hours.
Oh my god.
At first, I called my insurance company. I should have signed up for the
roadside assistance.
Because I thought I did, but turns out I didn't. So They were like,
can I sign up for it right now?
Yeah.
So they're like,
no reason, just
So I was calling them like the stupid payphone. You keep paying $1 every time.
Wait, you didn't have a cell phone with you?
No, I had a cell phone, but there was no reception there. That area, there's no reception at all.
Fucking Montana.
That's stressful. You just had a payphone.
I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to call them. And they're like, oh yeah, you don't have roadside assistance. The best thing we can do is send you a tow truck from Clarkston, Idaho, up to there and pull you probably back over there.
Oh, there goes like $500 from the trip.
No, from here to Clarkston was like, actually, I don't know where the Clarkston is.
Yeah.
Coeur d'Alene, I meant Coeur d'Alene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from there to Coeur d'Alene was like a good $150 tow. And so I was going to say, yeah, let's do that. And next thing you know, I forgot to pay $1 and hung up. I'm like, son of a bitch. I
lost another $1 to call
back. $6 left in quarters. And so I called my dad. I'm like, Dad, please. I told him the situation. And he was like, well, it's not that far. Like, we'll get everything up there and grab your brother. And we'll go up there and help you fix it. And, like, see what's wrong. I'm like, okay. And, like, I hung up on that. Next thing you know, we were waiting for my dad. Turns out the insurance company called the state patrol and said, like, oh, go check up on them because they didn't know what happened.
So the SWAT team in the helicopter
or something.
They thought something happened, so the state patrol shows up. He was like, were you the one who was on the phone?
That's why the phone hung up.
I told him, yeah, that was me. I tried to pay, I forgot to pay $1 and it hung up. And I'm like, well, what's the situation? I told him what happened. He was like, okay, well, I'll probably call a tow truck. That was like, we passed the town, had a tow truck in there. So he was like, I'll call him and tell him to just come down here and help you out. So I'm like, okay. So I called back my dad saying, hey, don't worry about it.
They're already halfway to Montana. And Dad, I got figured out.
Like,
which kind of sucked was because they didn't even leave the house. They were still waiting for work.
They had to finish their movie before they could come pick you up.
And so I told my dad, I'm like, don't worry about it. We're getting a tow truck. He was like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. And so the tow truck guy comes. He's like, oh, where are you heading? I'm like, Spokane. He was like, that's going to be a long drive. I'm like, yeah, I know. And he's like, it's probably going to cost you $500, $600 to tow you back over. I'm like, yeah, I'll pay. I got the money.
So you did lose all your money.
He's like,
no,
$3.
I got paid that week too, on top of the $500.
Oh, okay.
So I had money to cover it.
Damn.
And so we got towed out there, and it's like, I was like, my gosh, I wasted $500 for this tow.
No, it's like I have $3 change now, and then I just pay the
And so like it costs $150 to replace my wheel bearing.
Well, that's not bad.
It's not bad.
Really, is it like just a bolt or something?
Yeah.
That is a lot of money when you think about it.
It is.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, whenever I think of like car repairs, I always just think of like, it's probably gonna be like $1,000. I know nothing about cars, so $150 sounds great to me.
And every time I go in there, like I just went there, like a couple of days ago, and then they give me like an invoice of like all the things they think they need to have done with it. And
yeah, fuck that.
It's $1,200.
I'll go.
I have the invoice, I think, right behind you.
Yeah, I'll go to fucking like Grease Monkey and just get my oil changed. And my mom's like, okay, they're gonna tell you a bunch of stuff that's wrong with your car. Just say you want your oil changed. Like, there's always just so many different things. Like, yeah, your brakes are fucked, your tires are fucked. This car's pretty much undrivable.
Yeah, that's it. With my Honda representative, Devon Crump.
That's a sick name.
He's a fun fella. Yeah, they're like, needs a new battery, new tires, alignment, valve volume, cooling flush, power steering flush, and AC replaced. So, yeah, the total was $1,160.19.
Twice the amount of the car, pretty much.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's getting close. The car's probably worth like $3,000.
Holy crap. Wait, what?
My Honda.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your truck.
No, this is for my Honda.
Oh, okay. Jeez. Yeah, fuck
But I mean,
that.
that's like normal maintenance stuff. It's not like anything's wrong. It's just preventative stuff. But yeah,
not
tomorrow
worth it.
I'm going to get the tires and stuff, so it's going to be 500s probably.
Jeez.
With the new battery, too.
So if you'd like to help Zach out, we have a Patreon. We should get a Patreon for our fucking 5 listeners. Yeah, if you want to donate to the
I don't want to feel
podcast,
obligated to post stuff every week.
yeah, that's true. Let us know. Message us on our Instagram if you'd like to donate money to our good cause of Zach's Honda
I'm
repairments.
proud to follow you guys.
Oh yeah, Jacob is currently following us now, live on podcast.
Did it just now.
He did it.
I
Wow.
think that's $70. Now he just needs to rate us on IMDb.
Yeah.
We lost a 10-star rating. Our rating's been going down like every week.
Yeah, thanks a lot, assholes. All you listeners out there, what the fuck? Alright, let's get to some other current events. Let's think of...
Or you can talk. I thought this was about Jacob.
Yeah, we can talk more about Jacob, I guess.
Jacob, did you? I remember we did middle school basketball.
Oh, I was gonna bring this up too. This is like one of the first times I ever met Jacob because you didn't go to our elementary school. What elementary school did you go to?
Shallow Hills.
Okay, yeah, 'cause we went to Meadow Ridge boys. Yeah, but
Mental
so
Ridge.
yeah. Anyways, so we were playing basketball in middle school. This is like the first time I've ever seen Jacob, and it was when we were doing a basketball drill. Where like you'd stand in the line, one person had the ball, and one person would play defense, and you just go down the court and like practice your like defense shuffling. And I remember one of the coaches like slam your hands on the floor and say defense. And I remember Jacob just going defense, and he said it in like the fucking like your middle school like high voice, and it was fucking adorable. I was laughing so hard. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's amazing. And then we just played basketball together.
I just remember the first time I saw Jacob was in 7th grade in science class, and it was like the first day of school, and they're like, okay, go to this corner. If you had a 1 out of 4 under how you liked your summer break, that corner for 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then everyone was in 3 or 4, but Jacob was the only one in 2, and no one else was in 1.
Gotta represent boys.
So he said he was the only one with a bad summer.
Had a shitty summer. Oh man, 6th grade summer is a rush.
I don't know what happened.
Maybe that's why it was bad. Nothing did happen.
Yeah, dude.
I think I just stayed home. Didn't do anything fun.
Definitely a 2 out of 4 summer to me.
That sounds like a 4 out of 4 for me.
Oh man. So yeah, it's good to have you on the podcast, Jacob. It was a lot of fun. You having fun right now?
Yeah.
It was a great time.
That's great.
Did you do high school sports, Jacob?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did football, right? You were on the varsity.
I did football. I regret doing it. I'm like, why am I even here?
That's like, yeah, I did in 8th grade and it was fucking awful.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine.
I never did it because I was like, I just know I'm gonna hate it. Practice is like the worst thing.
Yeah.
So you had to go to practices in like the summers and stuff too?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Because you were defensive tackle, right?
Yeah, having the pads on and all that, I was like fucking sweating like crazy. I'm like, fuck this.
Yeah, seriously.
Because I remember just doing like baseball practices in the summer were like hell.
Yeah.
And you're just wearing like a cap and pants and a shirt.
Yeah, jeez.
I love baseball. I loved baseball. I played a while. I played since 5th grade. Quit about freshman year.
I love that. It's like, I love baseball. I played 1 year, quit. Been playing it for 4 years.
He played from 5th grade on.
Yeah.
I feel like high school, like freshman year is usually around the time where like a lot of people just kind of quit their sports. Because usually high school sports, it
That's
get a lot
around
more
the time
like...
when I did it. Because I played baseball from like when I was 5 to like 15.
Yeah.
And then I started working, and then I quit sports when I started working.
Yeah, because once you get to high school, a lot of the times, if it's like through the school
Because it's not
practices,
during summer.
yeah,
So it's like,
and practices just fucking suck, and like you have to play with your fucking classmates, and they're all douchebags. And you're like, fuck this. Yeah, that's usually around what happens. So.
Yeah, I did play lacrosse too.
Oh yeah, you played lacrosse. Fuck.
10th grade through senior year was great.
Yeah.
How many people went to the games?
There was actually a pretty good amount. I went to one game. Yeah.
Probably more than the baseball. I feel like baseball doesn't get that many people that show up.
Yeah, more than fucking hockey. No one showed up to our games.
No one even knew we had a team.
Yeah, I know. I got a letter
Like,
for that.
they would say on the announcement, like, so-and-so scored 3 goals. I'm like, we have a hockey team?
Yeah, I know.
Because it wasn't even Mount Spokane, or was it under, like, a different name or something?
It is technically Mount Spokane, but, like, some schools wouldn't have enough, so you had, like, combined teams. Mm-hmm. It's pretty fun, though. Had a good time.
Yeah, I never did any sports in high school. I kind of cut it off at, like, sophomore year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember doing... I did basketball for like 3 years and then baseball for 10. And then after that I was like, yeah, I'm done with practice. I just hated practice so much.
Yeah, it fucking sucks sometimes. Especially football.
Especially
I can't believe you went through
if your teammates are just
practice.
fucking up a bunch and then you get like do a bunch of runs and stuff and you're like, I want to just die.
That's what we did in 8th grade. Fucking one day some kid forgot like it wasn't his pads, but it's like some... I don't know, I forgot something in the locker room or some shit, or like he was late to practice because they were fucking around the locker room, and like they made us run. Yeah, you were on my fucking 8th grade football team. Fuck yeah, and they made us run it for like 20 minutes straight, like down the field and back, and they're just like, "You're never gonna forget this day." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Like we were like 13.
Yeah,
and, you haven't forgotten it.
And we're doing like bear crawls and shit. I remember every fucking day of my life. I cry myself to sleep thinking about them yelling at me. They made me do bear crawls, and I'm like. I could probably do it a little better now, but like back then, where you literally have to stand on all fours and like fucking like go across the field.
Yeah,
like yeah, it's like you have to be just like on all fours, like moving down the field. And like usually if you're pretty athletic, you can just like fucking just hop and like it's not that hard. But, like me, I had to fucking like just crawl like hand, foot, and it took forever. My back was just killing me, and I was fuck this, it is so bad. because he had to go like 30 yards, and like other people they do in like fucking
It's like you're too
20
slow.
seconds.
Do it on the pavement.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was awful. I don't want to think about football. Thanks for bringing it up, Jacob.
I don't care. But no, one time one thing I do remember in 8th grade football, I don't know the guy's last name, but it was Luke. Nah,
I think I know what you're talking about.
I just fucking clotheslined his ass. And he just fell flat.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, yes.
Did you give him a concussion?
I think I did.
Yeah, he got a concussion.
Was
yeah.
he wearing a helmet too?
Yeah. He's wearing a helmet.
And all you
Hit
did
him
was
pretty hard.
Clothesline his ass. I just went straight at him.
The
Just
natural
clotheslined
football
him.
Did
move.
he drop out of football after that?
No, I think he was still playing. He did have a concussion, but I don't know.
Still playing with the concussion. He's like,
Oh gosh.
Did you get much playing time when you were in high school, or is it kind of like?
No, I just straight up didn't care.
Just
like,
went to practice just cause.
I'm like, I regret signing up for football.
You were just in too deep. You had to just finish it out.
Yeah, I did 6 weeks of football and just like said fuck it.
Yeah.
Did you quit after Battle of the Bell or something?
Yeah, I did. I'm
Damn.
like, fuck that, I'm quitting.
You were in my Battle of the Bell video.
Oh yeah.
I went on the field. Yeah, it was pretty dope.
They showed it in like every marketing class.
Yeah, they showed it in so many classes. Oh man, they found all my bad videos too.
Yeah, they watched like his music video in class.
You seen that video?
No.
Oh my gosh! In high school, I was very lonely, and my brother left for college. So as a joke, I like made it's like there's some app or something where like you just play a song and record like 2 different videos, and then I'll just mash it together to the song. And I did it, Everything I Do by Bryan Adams. And I just did it like a dedication to my brother, and it was super fucking dumb. And like I wanted to send it to him as a joke. I did it in like 10 minutes.
Like, put it on YouTube.
It's fucking good quality. Well, the only way to send it is like 4 minutes long, so I had to put it on YouTube for him to see
a
it.
text message back in 2014.
Yeah. And so I messaged my brother. I was like, okay, I'm going to put it on YouTube, watch it. And he was like, wow, that's so stupid. And I was like, alright, thanks. But I just left it on my YouTube channel. And that was the same channel I put all my Battle of the Bell videos on. So fucking, it was in like Mr. Whitehead's class, our marketing class. I think it's Teddy. Hasn't been on the podcast. He should come on sometime. But he was like, he was showing the whole class on my Battle of Bell videos because it was gaining ground in popularity. And then in the recommended, obviously, because it was my channel, it showed my fucking music video. So they showed.
And Jenny was like, "Oh, what's that?"
Yeah, so I wasn't in the class, thank goodness, but they showed my music video to like a bunch of like underclassmen, and like they don't know who the fuck I am, so they just watched this.
I remember I was dying laughing, and everybody else was just like stone cold.
They're just watching this video, just some dumbass making this music video, and they're like, "Yeah, this kid goes to your school." And like, go laugh at him. And I was like, I heard about that, and I was like, "You gotta be fucking me."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And they're like, took you 2 years to recover, and then you had a Twitter, and then everybody forgot about it.
Yeah, exactly. That Twitter saved me in high school. It's the only reason
You
people
got
talk to
like a
me.
good like 6
And my
months.
blog. Yeah.
6 months of high school. Was
Best
good.
6 months of my life. Wish I could go back. I miss high school.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, fine. I'm just kidding. Fuck high school. Ugh.
Did you do any graduation parties after?
No.
I just did the senior all-nighter, and that was it.
I did that, but my parents held a graduation party for me and my cousin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't have a graduation party.
Oh, really?
No.
I went to a bunch. I just like the free food. It was
Yeah,
a
I
great
like
time.
going to them. I didn't want to host one.
That's right. I think I was invited to yours.
Yeah, you didn't come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you do for yours?
I went to, it was at Bobby's house, my brother. And we
Okay,
did,
yeah, I
like,
was there, but I just totally forgot what we did.
yeah, it was on the same day as a bunch of other people, so we only had like 10 to 15 maybe, which is still pretty
Yeah,
good.
then
It
we
was
went
fun.
out to the park and played football or
Oh
something.
yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was fun. Fuck. Should have came Jacob, football
Yeah.
star. Could play defensive line, clotheslined us, gave us concussions. Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I just remember playing like games in the backyard. They were showing like a slideshow like on the TV, and then you're like, and there's like Blake was always the funny one, wasn't he? He's
Yeah.
always such a character.
Oh gosh. Yeah, just adorable. I remember that.
That senior all-nighter was pretty fun though for a school event.
Oh yeah.
But they had, like, the
Senior night is like
hypnotist there
super
and stuff
fun.
like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, that was the best.
And I wish I had a video of that.
Yeah. Pretty sure someone took a video of it, but I don't know if they still have it.
I know, but it was like what was it, like 30 some, or was it like $50 to get in, and then you were guaranteed like a $65 prize or better or something?
Yeah. Like the worst price you can get was like a $6 Amazon gift card. And like some
No,
people
Some
whoever
people
didn't
got, like-
win, whoever didn't win,
Yeah, if you
got
didn't
Yeah, so
win.
some people won like $20 prizes, and they're like, "Do you want to trade me?"
Yeah, like some
No.
people, like we got tickets that you could put into prizes, and some people, like one person won like a fucking toothbrush. It's like you want a toothbrush and like you miss out on a $6 Amazon gift card. You know what cool shit I bought
Keaton
with
won
that?
an iPad during that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
nice.
And then didn't Jarrett win a tablet? I think he
Probably.
won a tablet
I know a couple people that won TVs and stuff. Like, there's
Yeah.
some pretty nice stuff. But, I mean, to win a fucking, like, $20 headphones
How did
or,
you
like,
even
a
get the
toothbrush.
tickets? Didn't you have to, like, win the games that were, like, around?
Yeah, it was like a casino night type thing, too.
Yeah.
Where you could, like, bet
Oh, yeah, there
your
was, like,
tickets.
card games out in the cafeteria area, but I didn't play any of those. Because
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to
I sucked at it. They were, like, taking it fucking for real, too. They had, like, real, like,
No,
what's
they
it
had,
called?
they had a ton of tables out there, too.
Yeah, like, but they actually, like, brought people that have, like, worked at casinos and were, like,
Yeah.
running, like, the roulette machine and
I
stuff.
played the blackjack one.
Yeah, I got
I'm trying to say
fucking
allow
blackjack.
people to do
I know, we're fucking, like,
At a
17,
school?
18, yeah. Whatever.
betting good choice tickets or whatever.
Yeah, fucking good choice.
I just like the one where it's like an inflatable castle, and then you would get like tied up and try to race somebody to the end before you got launched back, and then you had like a sticky glove, and then you try to like place it as far as you could or something.
Yeah, that was a fun
I just
one.
get dominated every time, but I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it was a great time. I popped one of the fucking obstacle courses. I tried to like hurdle through the beginning hole at the beginning, and I just got fucking stuck because I tried to go like foot first for some reason, like a football hurdle, and then I just went boom and just got like stuck in the hole, so I had to like squeeze my way out of it, and then while I'm going, it just starts like slowly coming down on me, and I was like, and I had to like climb over and get through, and I fucking just slide out and just hit the ground, and I turn around, and the whole thing's just collapsing, and then there's like a fucking line of people behind me, and they're just like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And I was like,
Wait,
sorry.
Was it down for the rest of the night?
No, it was only down for 20-30 minutes, but like, still though.
So it wasn't popped or anything? Like, what happened?
No, it just, I don't know what happened. It wasn't popped, but I just hit something that got unplugged, I don't know.
Maybe like an air thing that was like filtering air through was like pinched or something.
Yeah.
So maybe like it wasn't getting enough airflow.
I don't know. Maybe it did get popped, who knows. I'm pretty sure it came
They
back,
don't
though.
bring out a new one.
Yeah, fuck.
But yeah, I didn't end up leaving that night until like 4:30 in the morning. It was like starting to get light out, and I was like, "This is the latest I've ever been."
Yeah,
the
I almost
longest
crashed
time.
my car on the way home.
my
I fell asleep while I was driving.
Yeah, you have a story
I
about
talked
that?
about this on the podcast,
Did
I
you?
think. I could say it again, I guess, for Jacob. So I had to drop a couple people off after the all-nighter, and yeah, it was like 4:30. And so by the time I dropped my two
This is
friends
the
off...
Ford Explorer too. Not
Yeah,
the
my fucking
Stratus.
Ford Explorer, yeah. And by the time like I dropped him off, I was getting pretty tired. And so, but I was like, whatever, I'll drive home. So I started driving back, and I remember just like I couldn't keep my fucking eyes open. There's no one on the road, obviously, because 4 a.m. And so I remember going up to a light and like opening my eyes, and it was green, and I was like, oh, I have to turn here, and I just went, ugh, and just fucking turned the car like 3 lanes, and just like made the turn. I was like, fuck. And then I just kept falling asleep, and then eventually I fell asleep and just like went off the road and just went boom and just like hit my car, and I just like woke up and I just like went back on the road and fucking like fishtailed, and like I got back on. And I was
no
like,
one else is in the car though at this point?
no, it was just me. And I was like, fuck. And so I was like, I was like, okay, I'm good now. Like, I'm awake. And then I still started like falling asleep again. I was like, I need to fucking crash somewhere. And I didn't want to sleep on the side of the road because I was a pussy, and I thought I was gonna get like fucking mugged or something. My front door doesn't lock in that car, so I was like, I can't just pull over here. So I texted my friend Matt, and I was like, not your friend Matt, different friend Matt. So I texted him, and I was like, hey, could I come sleep at your house? But this was like 30 minutes after it was over because I had to drop 2 people off. So he was already fucking asleep. Except he told me that he wasn't asleep. He just didn't have his phone. So, but I was like, fuck it. So I just drove to his house because it was close. Because I was like fucking 15 minutes away. And I just slept in front of his house in my car. But my phone was about to die. So I plugged it in like to the radio so it'd charge. But I fell asleep and it was charging. So I woke up, my battery was dead. And literally, and so this is like a suburban neighborhood.
And this is your first day being graduated.
Yeah, I was like, oh great, day after graduation, fucking slept in my car in front of my friend's house. And so I remember the next morning, I woke up, and I just like this is the fucking one day all his neighbors decided to do fucking lawn work at 10 a.m. Because I pop my head up and look around, and everybody's just fucking mowing their lawn like right next to me, and I'm just like, oh shit, like I don't want to just get out of my car and be like, they were out there for like an hour, and then this kid just stumbles out of his car. So I was like, fuck. And so, and then his dad was like working on something in his garage, and I was like, I don't want to fucking be like, hey, I slept in front of your house, can you jumpstart my car? So I ended up calling a friend, and like he came over, and it was rough. But
then didn't you tell Matt about it? He's like, why didn't you just knock on the door? Or something?
yeah, well then like Matt told his dad because he thought it was hilarious, and his dad was like, you could have just asked me to jumpstart your car, it would have been fine. I was like, oh, okay. And like I could have knocked on his door at like 4:30, but like I was too scared, and I was so fucking tired. I was like, I need to sleep.
I hate just knocking on people's doors.
Yeah, his parents
even
are
if they're
asleep.
expecting me, I'm just like,
Yeah. Oh man, so that was a rough night, but yeah, I guess I could retell more stories on the now that we talked about the podcast.
Yeah, Jacob, you said you had a good story.
You had a story.
Oh. Okay. I just had to think about it. So
Let's hear it.
last Friday, me, Matt, Jake, Spencer, Cheyenne.
Oh, so this is like super recent.
Yeah. So we went to the Knitting Factory to go see a concert, okay? And we were there. It was only me, Jake, Spencer, and Cheyenne are the only ones that could drink because Matt's not old enough at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So we rotated, went to the bar, got a drink, got my Blue Moon with an orange slice.
Yeah.
Basically drank that. Jake got 2 Budweisers. Basically chugged it
Classic Jake.
because he doesn't have to drive. So he was like, oh, I'm probably gonna get drunk.
Jake's also like 5'8", like 150. He's fucking tiny.
Yeah, he's a lightweight.
He's probably got him wasted, I bet.
So yeah, was he just drunk after like those 2?
No, he was getting a little tipsy. But then
After
Spencer,
2 buds.
like, Spencer and Cheyenne just got a mixed drink. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And so we went back. Matt was just chilling in the corner, just chilling there by himself for a
Poor
little
guy.
bit.
Oh, man.
And we're like, okay, we came back. The band that was playing, White Trash Romeo, they're a local band here. But what's great about it was that there was barely anybody there. There was like probably 20 people out in the pit, and like some people, mainly more people in the back.
Well, that's gonna hurt your ego. If
Yeah.
you put the
Go
name
to a
out
show.
and nobody shows
There's like
up.
5 people. Yeah!
The funny thing is, so they were about to sing a song. The lead singer goes like, he was like, yeah, let's get a fucking mosh pit started up in here.
Like,
and it was like only 5 guys moshing at the same time. And we're
Oh,
like,
gosh.
why would you even ask for that? There's barely anybody here. And so I saw this one guy moshing. He just ran towards his friend, knocked him to the ground, and helped him get back up. And they were
And
done.
then punch him in the face.
just beat the shit
And
out
so,
of him.
like, there was still 3 people moshing and all that. So we were like, Matt was like, I really don't want to leave. I don't want to stay here for like the whole show. And that was the first act.
Matt was just hanging out.
Yeah, that was the first band. There was 3 more on.
Oh my gosh.
So Matt was like, I
Wait,
really don't want to
so
stay
were
here.
they the main event?
No, they were the opening.
Okay. So not a whole lot of more people showed up after that though.
Probably, I don't know. We left after that.
Oh.
And so Matt was like, hey, so I don't want to stay here. What do you guys want to do? So I was like, well, I'll just go with you guys because I have to be downtown anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when the Volume Festival's happening.
Yeah.
But so I was like, well, I'll do whatever you guys want. And so they were like, oh, Laser Quest is right over there.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Doing some laser.
I think I saw the Instagram post that Cheyenne posted on there.
Yeah.
Matt won because he was probably the only sober one.
No, Matt didn't win. I came in first.
Oh really?
That was-
He was sitting on like the winner podium though.
No, that was for, we did the escape room after that.
Oh, yeah, the escape room? Jeez, this is a fun
The
fucking
escape
night.
room's fun. I did that like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
And it was like
pretty great.
a Fallout shelter themed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun.
But yeah, it was pretty great. So
Yes.
we decided to do that. Me and Jake went back to the bar to get some more beer before we leave. So he bought 2 more Budweisers. He gave one to me. He was like, he's already pounded 2 Budweisers. I pounded my Budweiser. And he's like, man, I can't finish this. So he drank a little bit. I just pounded that. I'm 3 beers in. Jake's 2 beers in. And we're like, okay, let's go laser tagging. So we went there. And we got there on like 9:30. And they were like, well, the next opening we have is at 10:30.
Oh, fuck.
And so we're like, well, okay, we'll do that. Play 30 minutes of laser tag and then go to the escape room. So we decided to...
That's the latest escape room then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 11:30 or something?
Yeah, that's the last one. And so
Jeez.
we decided to go to the Big Dipper, that bar over there. That's basically...
All these bars they've named up tonight, I like haven't heard of except for
I
like one.
did none of these existed.
You guys gotta go visit bars.
Yeah, definitely I
And
will.
I've only
About
been
a
to like
month.
3.
Yeah, but so we went there because it was an all-age event. And so we went there. I saw they had PBRs for $4. I'm like, I'm buying 2 of them.
Fuck
So I
yeah.
bought 2 more. Jake bought an IPA, then he bought another beer. And like Cheyenne and Spencer bought 1 more beer. So basically, Jake's 4 beers in.
Nice.
I'm 5 beers in. Getting a little bit drunk, but not too drunk.
Uh-huh.
Getting a little tipsy and all that. So we're like, oh crap, we gotta go back. It's almost starting. So we got there. They said like, oh, we're a little late. We're behind. Right now, you'll start at 10, like 15 minutes after your schedule started.
Mm-hmm.
So we were waiting outside, just chilling and all that, being a little tipsy and all this.
Okay.
And so we started. They're like, okay, guys, what do your nicknames want to be? Cheyenne decided, like, we're like, oh, we should all be like sea animals and all this.
The fuck?
That's
like,
like only a drunk person would say.
some type of animals. And so like she wasn't. I'm pretty sure she was like narwhal or something. Spencer was something. Jake was something else. I forget.
He's like Budweiser.
I don't know. Matt's was Ted, and mine was Chief Salmon.
Salmon.
But the lady spelt it wrong. She spelled Chief
Salmon?
right, but she spelled salmon wrong.
Oh.
And it was Samon. Because she forgot the L. She was Samon.
Chief Simone.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize it and all that. So we got in there, like, about 30 minutes of laser tagging. Now we were drenched in sweat because it's like a closed room and it was hot. I was basically up in the corner sniping people.
You're one of those guys.
Yeah, I was like
asshole.
sniping everybody. And so I decided to go around trying to find other people. I was trying to find Jake. Like, I saw Jake up on the ledge. Next thing you know, I'm like, shoot Jake. He's trying to turn around. He turns around, runs straight into the wall, smacks his head in there.
Oh my god.
He's like, oh my
It was
god.
glasses too, doesn't he?
Yeah, sometimes he does. So like, he smacks his
Wasn't
head
wearing
in
on that
there.
night though.
And like he's just walking around. I'm up on the other side, just sniping people from over there. Towards the end, we looked at this leaderboard. I was in third place. I was like, hell yeah, guys! Out of 12 people, I came in third.
Damn.
Matt, Jake, Spence, and Cheyenne weren't even near me.
Damn.
So we're like bottom 12.
Just asserting your dominance in the laser tag arena.
I was like, oh yeah, sniping all over. And so we did the escape room after that. And, like, it was pretty fun, but we had to get blindfolded because like they don't want us to see the entrance and all this shit.
Uh-huh.
And so we were down here, and the escape room's up on the second floor. And
Okay.
so she was like, "Okay, you're gonna put your blindfolds on, but not right now because you guys gotta walk up the stairs." We're like, "Why can't we just do it now? Make it more fun."
Oh my god.
And so we were getting up there.
Okay, sign this waiver, please.
And so Matt was the leader. I was in the back. I put my blindfold on. I was like I had Jake's shoulders like this. I was on my hands on Jake's shoulders. I'm like, guys, we might die tonight. Who knows? He's like, I heard you shut the fuck up. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just scared. What if we die?
I was like, well, first thing's supposed to be probably walking up the stairs without a blindfold on. That's not your first problem.
No, we were already on the top floor.
Oh.
Like, we didn't wear our blindfolds up there. We were joking around with that.
Okay, I thought you actually did it.
No. And so we were joking around and all this. So we got in there. We had 45 minutes to escape. It took us 30 minutes to figure out all the clues, and we escaped 15 minutes left. And that's why, like you said about the Instagram post, we were holding that. So we basically escaped the escape room.
Yeah, what was your theme?
It was like a dentist gone crazy.
Dentist
office. That sounds terrifying.
It was.
Yeah, ours was like, I think we were on like the last puzzle, but we just didn't have enough time to even get close to finishing it. I think it was like, you had to like find all these clues, and then it was like, it ended up being like turning like this radio station like the right channel or something like that. But I don't, yeah, it was like 2 years ago when we did it, but yeah, we didn't end up getting it. I just felt so lost. Like I contributed nothing because I was like, I have no idea what I need to do.
Yeah, I did some of that.
put,
I
like,
basically had the flashlight. I was just holding the flashlight.
Because they just have like random clues all the way around the room to like kind of throw you off too. So it's like I was always focusing on the clues that like weren't actually clues. And just to, like, throw you off. Like, wait, there's a gas mask on these two, but not this one. It's gotta be a key or something like that.
Yeah, and like
man.
the lady told us like there's nothing on top of the lamps. There's nothing above the ceiling. All this, don't do it. Some people
It's
do
a
it.
trick.
And so I
She's
see
alive.
this random thing like on the lights that you can see through the ceiling. I'm like, guys, what if that's a clue up there? And they were like, no, that's not a clue. She told us that there's nothing in the ceiling. I'm like, you don't know, that might be a clue.
It's like it's not in the ceiling; it's in the light that's attached to the ceiling.
Yeah, exactly. It's different.
Yeah, it turns out it wasn't a clue. So I was like,
It's such a
Did you go to the
lie.
one that's on Francis?
no, we went to the one that the Laser Quest does.
Oh, I didn't know they did one too.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that either,
Oh, wow.
but they do it.
Yeah, because the one on Francis, it just looks like an abandoned shack, and it just says like escape room on it, so it makes you real comfortable going in there.
You really have to escape. There's
Like,
just-
do I have the right address? Just like, hello, welcome to my escape room.
Any house can be an escape room if you try hard enough.
Yeah, with a bit of lock on it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But yeah, it was a great night. Then after we left after the escape room, I decided, like I said, to stay downtown for the festival.
Mhm.
I met my coworkers at Mootsy's. It's another great bar. You guys gotta go
Never
to
heard of
Mootsy's.
this.
It's next to the Pin and next to the Lucky Lounge.
Never heard of either.
Jeez, you guys.
Is the Lucky Lounge a casino? Sounds like a casino.
No, it's not.
Hmm.
Well, you got the Lucky, the Lucky Pub, which is next to Mootsy and the Pin. Then you have the Lucky Lounge. That's by
Actually, no,
Rosar's.
that sounds like a strip club or something.
It looks like it, but it's just a lounge that has a DJ stuff going on the bottom stairs,
Mm.
basement.
Damn.
Yeah, I need to go to visit some of these places.
Yeah, you do. They're pretty good.
But then I'm like, I don't want to just like, because like Blake's not 21, so I'm like, I don't want to just like walk around downtown and just go to random places by myself and be like, hello.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy. Like, here he is again.
Fucking alcoholic drinking by himself.
Yeah, in the lucky lounge. It's like, I feel so lucky tonight, guys.
Oh man.
I always hate going to casinos because like I can only play slots because I don't know shit about any of the other games, and I'm like always afraid that I'm gonna play with like some guy who's like a psycho and he thinks I'm like screwing him over and he just like beats me outside or something.
Yeah.
So I'll just like play the slots, and then last time I was like I usually limit myself to $100, and I got down to like my last 5 because all I do is max bets.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, it's so fun if you don't do max bets.
That's true.
And then I won like $93 in like one play, and then I won all of it back, and I was like, all right, I'm done.
My mom actually went to the Coeur d'Alene Casino a couple weeks ago with like some like golfing ladies or whatever, and this one lady was doing a slot machine. She started with $20. She cashed out that night with $2,000.
Oh my god.
Yes, and she was telling me about this, and I was like, holy shit, like that's insane.
And like she didn't win it on like one play. It was just like
just constant winning. Like it's fucking it's insane.
I'm sorry they didn't kick her out because they thought she was cheating or something.
Cheating the slot machine, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it was fucking nuts. She was telling me about that. I was like, can you imagine just going to a casino and then coming away 1980 in profit? I would be like, holy fuck. Like, you buy fucking 4 exact cars. Oh my gosh.
That's always a good measurement.
Yeah.
For your success.
That's why I'm measuring anything.
Oh, I only won one of Zach's cars. Nothing. That's shit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Jacob, do you smoke weed at all?
No.
That's a random question.
Not really. I've done it a few times, but very rare.
Yeah.
I just feel like really weird when I do it because like it hits you almost like immediately, and then basically what it feels like when I'm like walking around, there's like static like flowing through my head. And then I remember like going to like bed right after, and then like I just like kept like randomly moving my legs because like they were like really restless or something. And then I just remember being like the most thirsty I'd ever been in my entire life.
Jeez.
And I was just like, oh my god, I'm gonna die from like not having any water.
Yeah, usually what happens. Damn.
Yeah. And then like I just my eyes felt like they were so dry. My eyes were so dry, but they weren't red. I was like, oh my god, my mouth is dry and my eyes are dry. This is terrible.
My gosh, sounds like you're just freaking out. It sounds like a bad trip.
I don't know, because I think I already drank like some beforehand, so it probably was just like a bad combination.
Yeah, jeez.
I mean, I do other drugs, but
oh shit! All right.
Let's get some of those stories.
Yeah.
I don't know about.
Not on the podcast.
Yeah,
it makes sense. It's fine. you don't have to share all your deepest, darkest secrets.
Yeah, because they're.
That's the next episode. That's a drunk episode.
Yeah, that's our. You have to pay extra for that episode. That's our Patreon episode.
First Patreon
Yeah.
There's nobody gonna watch that. There's 0 donors.
Oh man.
Like I can't even watch it. I'm not even donating myself. Like thinking of like the concerts, like YouTubers go on tour.
Yeah.
I always like wondered what they did like on the tours and stuff because I'm like, all they do is like commentary videos and stuff.
Yeah, we're just like, who the hell wants to watch that?
I can see why people would want to go see them, but I'm like, what do they do?
Yeah, I don't know. They just stand on stage and probably just talk like, I don't know, normal.
Yeah, like there's like this one YouTuber who's like a music reviewer, and he's like going on tour, and I'm like, what's he gonna talk? What's he gonna do? He just
a live review of music.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, they just do like TED Talk kind of stuff with like comedy thrown in, so it's like a talking presentation.
I was gonna say they probably just do like questions.
I know most of them. Yeah, it's like Q&A stuff, or maybe if they have a podcast, it's like a live podcast, or they'll do like kind of like a comedy slideshow thing or something like that. But I'm like, I don't know how you would like sell out crowds with that.
Yeah, we might have to go on tour, do some live podcasts. If you'd like to sit in on one of our podcasts, please let us know.
We'll be at the Lucky Lounge.
Yeah. Oh man, get the manufacturer in the corner with Matt.
Well, you'd be 21, so.
Oh yeah.
So
be a solo podcast with just Zach.
Mike's 21 run will just be doing podcasts around all the bars in Spokane.
Interviewing the bartenders.
Interviewing the bartenders.
Do you think this guy could handle his alcohol? No. Alright, see ya.
It's like nobody knows that we're doing it. We're just talking in the corner of the microphone. Like, that's our special guest for the night.
Keep your phone recording in your shirt pocket. Oh man. Let's think of some other high school stories. You got any fun high school stories that we don't know about?
No.
Alright. Oh man.
Yeah, when I think about it, like my high school stuff, I didn't really do too much like crazy stuff or anything like that. It was just kind of like hanging out.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a lot of little stuff that I just think's funny whenever I was in high school.
I know in college, like in some of my classes, I got it like. I had people talking next to me. It's like, yeah, next time I have a party, I'll like invite you, and then I just never heard anything about it. So I was like, all right. I mean, I was only like 18 at the time anyway. Like, I can't really do too much at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember one time in high school, I was at like the rival basketball game, and I remember people were doing like face paint with like red paint. This is like my first time going to like a rival game as like I think I was a senior or something. But
Did you
go
go like mead or something?
Yeah, I think I was there, and I remember they were doing face paint, and I was like, it's fucking dumb. I was like, you guys should make put a 69 on my face. So I just put the number 69. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm so cool and edgy. Yeah. And I remember after it was like 11 o'clock or something, and I went to McDonald's on my way home, and I totally forgot I had the 69 on my face. So I feel like it's probably weird for the person at the window. Like, hey, how's it going? Just fucking red 69.
Like, looking at the camera. So like,
yeah, in some cult or something.
Is Luke kind of a party animal? He seems like he would just go crazy. I feel like he would like go crazy, but then be a lightweight and just be passed out after an hour.
No, so we do party. Like
should we shout out your Instagram?
Yeah, we party at his house. But he's not a lightweight. He's not a heavy drinker, but he's not a lightweight. He's been in between.
I can just see him being like crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
He says like that raw energy about him.
Maybe bring Luke on the podcast so that other fans
I'd
can know
Luke
him.
on the podcast.
There are some times where he's crazy, and it's like, the fuck is up with this guy? And so we're at my friend's house.
I feel like I just ask that no matter what.
Yeah, we were at my friend's house playing some beer pong and all this. Okay, like he's
a competitive guy for sure.
He is. Me and him are beer pong buddies. Like, we went all the time because we keep sinking them. When I get a little bit, when I get close to drunk, I'm just like draining the last shots. I'm all this, just saying "fuck you guys." But yeah, so we were at my friend's house playing on his beer pong table, which is basically a normal door like that on a desk. And so we're basically playing like that.
Why a door on a desk? Why not just the desk?
Because the desk was only about...
Yeah.
See, it's gotta be a long... just like kind of hanging off the ends.
Yeah, like we have this door. Your door is 6 feet tall. No.
That's probably like
7, something like that.
Yeah, I was like, I have to right now. Every time I want
So yeah, we just played with the regular door. We had like the cups line up like this. But the one problem with his door is he has those little like hinges on the inside, the little extra features. So we had like 3 cups up here, 2 cups right here. Then he has like one.
Also,
one
nobody can see what you're.
Yeah, like one cup. It was like a little deep in right here, and then like 2 cups.
So a little like
cups.
Groove that comes like kind of leaning in towards and like.
So we're playing like that, and like we couldn't sing shots because we're not used to 6 foot. We never play on a regular beer pong table, which is 8 feet.
Nice, play on a door.
Yeah, but like we have one at Luke's house that's 8 feet by 4 feet. We also use that as our ping pong table too because it's the right size for it. And we have our ping pong net, all this, just playing some table tennis.
Heck yeah.
All this.
I know, like several times my old roommate Sean, he used to like get like a table from Walmart and then just like play on it and then just return it the next day.
Jeez.
Like, all the time.
What a bastard.
Seems like too much work.
I know, it's like what a table's like, what, like $20-$30? They can just use it. Not
what size you get.
I mean, like good enough to play beer pong, it'd probably be like maybe even 50.
6 foot for a 6 foot table, it's $38.
Yeah, it's cheap. You might as well just buy one and then just not have to worry about running to Walmart every time.
Yeah.
I know. But for an 8 foot one, it's about $50.
I just hate returning stuff, even if I don't like it. Most of the time, I'm just like, I'm not even gonna
I never return anything.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I'm never gonna use this, but I don't feel
But
like
I always
dragging
like
to
keep
the
the
store.
tags and receipts and everything. But I'm like, I'm never gonna return this, but I'll keep it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just because the one time I don't, I'm actually gonna want to return it.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Do you have any crazy people that you've dealt with at work?
Oh yeah, there's tons of crazy ass people. Some people are just weird. Some people are just jerks. Like I remember one time seeing a tweaker in there just flipping the fuck out because they wouldn't accept his return. I'm like, dude, just stop.
Whenever I walk into Walmart, I'm like thinking working that return counter or customer service counter would just be like the worst job in the entire world.
Oh, it is. You have to start kissing ass to the customers because if not, the managers will get pissed off at you, saying, "Oh, how can you accept the return?" It's like, well,
so like, what is the return policy there? Is it like do you have to have a receipt or not?
That's one thing that's bullshit about the policies.
It's like they say yes, but then they just
you have to have a receipt. But if you don't have a receipt and you're returning it, the best they can do is give you store credit.
Right? Yeah, that's how Yokes is too.
Yeah, but it's like it's stupid because some people flip out on it. It's like, well, if you're going to return it, you might as well just keep the receipt instead of saying, oh, I threw away the receipt. It's like, I didn't need it. I'm like, well, you clearly needed it.
I feel like store credit at Walmart, though, is pretty good. They have fucking
they have, like, everything there. Like
just fucking
what
buy
else?
something else.
Oh, drugs, I guess.
Yeah. Walmart sells drugs.
But we normally give them gift cards because we know people there. If we give them money,
Well, yeah.
Walmart's basically losing money like that, too. So we just give them gift cards.
I'd be fine with Walmart gift cards.
Yeah, heck yeah. Got any Walmart gift cards on you, Jacob?
I was like, I don't know.
No.
I could see Walmart having like a pod dispenser just in the corner, like replacing photo with just weed.
Oh man.
Oh
Shit.
No, I don't think I do.
Oh damn.
What were you
I
looking
used
for?
to.
Walmart gift cards. To share
Okay.
to share with the host for his gratitude of getting invited to the show.
I mean, I do have a
Oh yeah, speaking of gift cards,
free lunch slice.
What the fuck is that for?
Pizzeria.
Oh, Pizzeria lunch slice.
for some reason when you said lunch slice, I thought it was like a slab of turkey or something, like a slice of turkey. Like, here you go. No, but speaking of gift cards, my friend Peyton gave me like this $20 Total Wine gift card because he doesn't really go there or anything.
Oh, I got one of those for my brother for Christmas.
Yeah. Well, the first time he went there, he went in with his fiance, who's like 19 or 20. I think she's 20 now. But then he didn't know that like that you both had to be 21 to be in there.
Who doesn't know that? It's
I don't know.
common
Apparently he
sense.
didn't.
It's called
know.
Total Wine.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently he didn't know. So like when he went up, he was 21, so he was buying it. And then when they asked for her ID, they're like, "Oh, she's not 21." And then they like had the manager call them up and like escort him out. So he's like, "I don't even know if I'm allowed back in there." So he's like, "You can have this." And then
Jeez.
part of the reason is because we went camping like a couple of weeks ago, like up near, it was like past Newport at Riley Creek. I don't know if you've ever been there before.
No.
But yeah, it was funny. So like it was his fiance's parents who I've met a couple of times down there, and I was just gonna go down there for a night because I had to work the following day, and so like I was about to leave down there, and Spokane had tons of flooding that day, and so I was like leaving, and then for some reason Dan, who's his fiance's dad's name, got my phone number from someone, and he's like drunk texting me. He's like, "Hey, we got beer." It's like, "I hear you're a beast, so come down here." He's like, "Just bring the hard stuff or whatever." And I was like, and I was getting off at like 5:30, and it was like 5:10. He's like, "Hurry up!" And I'm like, "Dude, I haven't even gotten off work yet. I'm like 2 hours away."
Who is this
like,
guy?
Dan.
I know, just jeez.
I know. And I actually have the text messages I could show you later.
Oh gosh.
They're pretty funny. And then like he was like, "Yeah, I'm looking forward to your arrival," and stuff like that. Like, it makes it sound really weird. Like, they're gonna
Yeah, it's really creepy.
So I'm like going down there, and then I get down there at 8, and then they had like it was basically an RV, but it was like without the motor. Like, it was just like a fancy mobile home trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get there, and then Payne's like, "Oh yeah, he's been passed out since like 6 o'clock, like 2 hours."
Oh my
I
gosh.
know. And then so I had Crown Apple that I brought there, and like this Huckleberry whiskey that I like a lot. So we were just playing Uno and just drinking that.
Oh, fuck.
I had this weird thing though, because we were playing blackjack and then just like taking shots for like losses, like 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
And then I have this thing where like I'll drink and then just like I don't feel it, and then it just all hits me at once, and then
Oh,
I
yeah.
just can barely function. That happened to me then too. So, but then when we went to go to bed, there was like a bunk bed, and it was like huge like mattress areas. It was pretty cool. And so basically I had to like climb up, and there's no ladder or anything, so I had to like climb up this bunk bed to like get in there, and I'm like, ugh. And then I woke up hungover, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so thirsty right now. I'm so thirsty." And then luckily, my friend Peyton like threw up my hydro flask that I brought with me, and I was like, "Oh, thank God!" And I just grabbed it, started like chugging water. I was like, "I don't want to have to go down like 10 feet just to like go get water, and then climb all the way back up here."
Yeah,
But
fuck
yeah, that was pretty fun. And then the next day, he's like, "Sorry for sending you those text messages, Zach."
Yeah, no problem, Dan.
Yeah,
Oh man,
but yeah, that was pretty fun.
sounds fun.
Yeah,
I need to fucking drink. I haven't actually gotten drunk in a while.
you're
missed
due.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I saying? I've never been drunk. Not until I turned 21 in
Yeah.
July. Oh
I
man.
don't even know what alcohol is.
Yeah.
So Saturday, I got a little bit drunk, but not like close to drunk. Like
So that was the day after the last one
yeah.
we told.
It was like it was basically a 2-day festival. I also went down there. I had Saturday off. Went down there around 6. Started drinking all this, and so we were waiting for my friend to come down. From
Was that
work.
that art festival that was downtown or something?
No, it was the Volume Festival.
Oh, okay.
It's a bunch of musicians playing in bars.
Yeah.
Because I know that the art festival they had like a bunch of musicians and beer stuff going on, so I wasn't sure if that was the same thing.
You might.
It was like at Brown's edition.
No.
Okay.
It wasn't. Okay. Yeah, so after the night ended, before the night ended, we went to the Riff after the arcade bar. We went to the Riff because, $2 beers. Who can say no to that? Mm-hmm. And so I had like four Rolling Rocks, just drinking and all this. This guy comes up to us, started talking to us. Like, I'm drunk, okay? Just laughing my ass off, whatever he says, because for some other reason I think it's funny. I'm laughing my ass off while my other friends are just like kind of sitting there going like, what? I'm just laughing my ass off. And so like the guy who normally kicks people out, I think it's not the bouncer. Maybe it's bouncer. Security, yeah. Like he was turning the lights off, saying, "Okay, guys, it's 1:50. You guys gotta get going, or I'm gonna start tossing people out." And I was like, "Oh fuck, guys, we need to get going." So we went out there, went to my friend's car, and so basically we were going to his house. I was drunk. My other friend was drunk, and the two of them were sober.
The driver's drunk.
Yeah. We were just all fucking wasted.
So I'm like, I can't. I'm not gonna get in the car. So I got in the back of his truck. And I'm like, I can't do that. I don't want to get drunk. I'm like, just do it. I'm just going to fucking stay on the bottom of the bed. Nobody's going to notice me. So I'm like holding the side of the loops, the side of the holes on the bottom.
And he has no cover, so it's just like...
Yeah, he has no cover, so it's open. I'm just seeing the sky fly by me.
I feel like I'd puke so fast.
I'm just sitting there like, oh yeah, this is fucking fun.
You get a bump, you're like, oh, get a concussion.
Hit some fucking jumps going
So
90.
like he had a glass bottle in the back of his truck. I grabbed it, just fucking chucked it out. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where it was. I didn't even know where we were. I just chuck it out.
And you hear, oh my god!
Smash the window of the car. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we got to his house. I'm drunk, but my friend ordered us an Uber, so we got to his place. I had to walk home from his place because I'm not that far. But I'm stumbling a little bit and all this. I'm like, oh fuck, I better call my dad to pick me up. I'm like, I don't think I can make it home. Jeez. So I called my dad. My parents don't want me to be drunk at their house. Mm-hmm. And so I had to fake it. I was sober enough.
Oh my gosh.
Fake it till you make it.
Can't even walk home, but
my dad picked me up. I'm like, hey dad, how you doing? He's like, oh, I'm glad. I'm like,
yeah, so he's not like, why are you out at 3 a.m. on the street?
Yeah. So, I was by Walmart because my friend lives by Walmart.
Oh yeah.
So I was by the parking lot. Told my dad. So when we did that, he picked me up, played it off pretty.
So
safe.
he was still alive, still not alive but awake.
Yeah. Because my parents normally don't sleep till 5, but they.
Jeez. Do they work during the day?
No, they're retired.
Oh.
Forced to retire because of disability and all that.
Oh, okay.
And so I got home. I'm like, okay, I gotta take my contacts off. I can't sleep in my contacts.
That's the fucking worst.
It is. So I took my contacts off, stumbling a little bit to put the lid back on. So I'm just stumbling. I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure I take a pee because I don't want to piss my pants sleeping. So I took a pee, washed my hands, walked to my room, fell straight on my bed, and just fell asleep with my phone in my pocket. And I had to work the next day. Woke up with a hangover. I'm like, still working. This is Sunday. And I'm like, I can't deal with this.
Wait, what time did you wake up before your shift?
Well, I don't. Sunday I worked 1 to 10.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I didn't wake up till 11, and I had to go pick up Luke because he doesn't have a fucking car. So I had to go pick him up. He has a car, but his car's a piece of shit.
Oh.
Damn.
So I pick him up and all this.
Give him my truck. That's another piece of shit.
So I had a bottle of ibuprofen in my car. Took 3 of them. Went to work. So I'm like, I need fucking water. So I started drinking water and all this. I'm like, oh yeah, that hits the spot. Well, I'm still at work, a little hungover.
So detailed.
I'm like, I can't deal with this. It's like I thought about just leaving, putting in some PTO for it. I'm like, nope, I gotta work more money.
Damn right.
Well, I mean, if you use PTO, you're getting money, right?
Yeah. But I'm like, I kind of don't want to do it because my boss is a bitch sometimes.
Jeez.
Hold it over your head for the rest of your life.
You want us to edit that out on the podcast? You might listen.
What's going to happen? They're going to find you randomly and you're like, I don't know who this is.
Deep Thots Podcast.
They're probably big fans of Deep Thots Podcast.
Most likely not.
Oh, whoa, hey, fuck off.
Hey.
We have a lot of big fans, Jacob. Not you, but we have others.
One.
Zach, me.
Oh my gosh, the creators.
Yeah, I listen to every episode.
Do you actually know somebody that listens in regularly?
Yeah, I know a couple.
Yeah. I know there was one guy I was talking to, it was Sean's friend Colby, and then he's like, He's like, yeah, I turned my friend on it. He's like, yeah, these guys are pretty fun to listen to. And then he's like, Kobe like randomly said when he was drunk, he's like, I listen to you guys' podcast every single night before I go to bed. And I was like, all right, and there's like 10 episodes, so
That's so funny.
not a whole lot to go off of. But
That's what I think's funny. It's like there's probably one random person out there that doesn't even know us, but probably listens to our podcast, and that's who I do this for, just for him or her. Oh man, that's what wakes me up in the morning.
yeah, I think like overall in between SoundCloud, Spotify, and YouTube, we're like over probably like 1,100 listens.
Nice.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Because I can look at Spotify stats, but it only gives me a range of like 6 months, and we've had it on there for like 8.
Yeah.
So it kind of cuts off. But I think we were at like 300 for like the last like 6 months or something. But
Not bad.
Thanks, Jacob.
yeah,
Not bad, boys.
You're also not any of those listens, but you'll get on there soon, right, Jacob?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my
If
god.
I don't forget about it.
Yeah,
So
you-
if I don't even use Spotify.
Oh shit.
but you have it.
Yeah.
Why are you paying for it then?
I'm not paying for it.
Oh, you just have the free, like, where you have to shuffle
Oh,
everything?
yeah,
Oh,
gotcha.
damn.
I guess you just put shuffle play on and just listen to the ads.
Yeah. You're not gonna
I
listen
do
to this
pay for
episode?
Amazon Music.
Oh, okay.
Amazon
I don't-
Music.
Oh, we need to get on there then.
Yeah,
Amazon
fuck.
Music.
I don't think they have podcasts.
I don't think they do either.
Yeah.
I think I did like a free, or no, it was like they had like a deal that was like 3 months for 99 cents, and I did that one time. But
Oh yeah, I did that too. Yeah.
I don't know, Amazon Music, I didn't really like it as much as Spotify.
Well, I liked it because like you can add music to your playlist without like it being shuffled along, and it's like, what the fuck is this shit?
What do you mean?
Like with Spotify, like you choose a like playlist, okay, like you choose one song from a band, and like it magically appears more playlists for you. It's like I don't even know who the fuck these people are. It's like, why am I listening to this?
Well, I mean, you don't have to listen to them. If you pay for Spotify,
you
you
have
can
to like
listen
go
to
out of your way
anything.
to listen to that.
Yeah, if you pay for Spotify, you can add any song to any playlist and all that
I
shit.
don't care. That's why I pay for Amazon Music.
Fuck Spotify.
Yeah,
You're not even gonna listen to this episode, the one you're on? Wouldn't it be fun to
probably.
throw on the radio and hear yourself through the
I'm
mic?
like, oh shit, who's that?
That was always so unsettling for me the first time I listened to a podcast. It was like right before I was about to sleep, and just like I couldn't even sleep just listening to myself talk. I was like, what is happening right now? I was like, I'm
Well,
in
you
my own
also
head.
go in like extra monotone like the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know what you were doing.
I don't know. I was just happy to be
I don't
there.
know. I
was
wasn't sure if you're like doing a character or not. You're like, he's talking like extra, like robot-y.
trying to be the cool guy.
The straight man.
Good cop, bad cop on our podcast, yeah.
Good cop, bad cop. Talking about downsizing and Matt Damon and stuff.
Have you ever seen the movie Downsizing?
I wanted to, but never got a chance.
It's
to see
fucking awful. Do not watch it. It's such
That
a
was
bad
the first
movie.
topic of our entire podcast because we were holding on to it for like 6 months.
It is so bad. Do not see Downsizing.
Oh, it's already
my
on
gosh.
DVD.
If you look at our podcast page, the first episode is like a blurry still of Matt Damon from that movie.
Yeah, yeah. Look it up right now, Jacob.
It's him like laying naked down to like a science lab table.
Oh my
or something.
gosh. Like speaking of, that podcast was almost a year ago to all our fans. We're almost hitting our 1-year anniversary,
We're at like 20 episodes.
which
It's
is
been going on
also going to be our 21st episode, which we'll probably do another drunk episode for our 21 run.
and we're averaging like 1 episode every like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, so we'll probably get to, June 20th and do a celebration of,
If we can get episode 21 out, I mean, I kept thinking we got there's 42 weeks in a year for some reason.
that's 52.
Yeah, so we're like, probably
we're pretty behind. Yeah, we're probably average about 3 weeks. We had a pretty big hiatus. At the
Yeah.
beginning, we are doing pretty good.
Yeah.
But now that it's summer, we'll start doing them
Oh
more.
my gosh.
Look at the Matt Damon picture, Jacob.
Yeah.
What's,
Oh,
even
we
the,
did.
what's even the description on that episode? I don't even remember. It's like the boys discuss racism or something.
Yeah, Disney's racism.
No, that was episode 2.
Oh.
It just says the Deep Thoughts podcast.
Oh, that one doesn't
Deep
have a
Thoughts.
bio.
Yeah.
That was
really?
the only one that didn't. Because remember, we were uploading it to Spotify, and for some reason, episode 1 like wouldn't appear for the longest time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, well, it uploaded without a bio or description or anything.
Oh, shit. What did I say on the Instagram page? I posted about it on our Instagram page. If you scroll to the bottom, you can also see our original logo.
Oh God,
Yeah.
the hazmat, like the nuclear radiation logo.
The fucking headphones. It's so bad.
Just like the worst color combination ever: red, green, and black.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, it
it's
is
awful.
worse. It is horrible.
What's the caption for the first episode on Instagram, Jacob? Read it for us.
Welcome to the Deep Thoughts podcast
This is at the
Instagram
logo.
page.
Oh.
We will be sharing pics of our episodes, fan art, and the occasional
Fan art.
nude.
Yeah,
Join the
you have to get any
podcast.
fan art.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll just have to make my own. It's gonna be like stick figures. Looks like an 8-year-old.
Thanks for all the fan art everybody puts on Instagram. You need to open up a P.O. box.
Are you gonna pay for that, Blake?
You have to pay for one of those?
Do you? I think you do.
I don't know. I just remember Funniest Home Videos used to have a P.O. box. I was like, what the fuck is that? It's like, what am
I would be surprised if a P.O. box is free, you know? I'm sure they have some sort
What
of...
even is a P.O. box? I don't know. How the fuck does
Like,
that
you
work?
go to the post office, and there's like a, the little box.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
that's a post office. That's a P.O. box.
Alright,
Post
learn
office box.
something new every day. Damn. Oh, shit. You want to read the description of the Matt Damon picture?
Oh my god.
He's looking at...
Throwback Thursday.
he's looking at the photo of you in your car, and you're like...
Stop looking at our old pics. If you'd like to be following along at this part of the podcast, this listening podcast, go to our Instagram page and just scroll through and laugh with Jacob.
It's pretty great.
If you're not following us on... yeah, let's hear it, Jacob.
Alright, listen to the boys discuss the movies Downsizing, Wonder Woman, Deadpool 2, and Father's Day.
Yeah, and not the movie. Yeah, we should have clarified that. I'll go back and edit it. Oh man, what are your thoughts on Wonder Woman?
Oh my gosh!
What are you looking at?
This one. Oh my god!
What? It's a classic. The fucking fans don't even know what the fuck we're talking
Yeah, about the episode 10 thumbnail.
Yeah, we're looking at our episode 10 thumbnail. If you guys want to follow along right here. Did you ever see Wonder Woman, Jacob?
No, I don't care for it.
Yeah, good. It was not a good movie.
Because it's about women powering.
Oh shit! You want to stand on your soapbox on that, Jacob? How do you feel about women?
No, I mean, they're cool, okay? They're hot and all that shit, okay? You know? Gotta repopulate, but...
Fuck. That's all they're good for.
They're
Yeah.
for a purpose, that's right.
Repopulating, cooking,
Oh,
taking
fuck.
care of the house. I'm old-fashioned, okay?
Old
But
fashioned.
no, Captain Marvel was a piece of shit. I didn't even see that movie, and it was bullshit.
I didn't even see it. It's fucking worst movie ever.
It was. Like, did you hear what she said? She was like, oh yeah, Captain Marvel can easily lift up Thor's hammer. It's like, fuck off. The fuck you know about it?
Will you see Endgame?
Yeah, oh, man.
You see how fucking badass Captain Marvel was in that?
Yeah, but you see her getting fucking smacked by Thanos? She was like...
So was everybody.
No, but I just thought it was weird during that movie where, like, she's, like, invincible. She's, like, destroying battleships, but then goes up to Thanos and she's like... Ah.
Yeah, and then Thanos just fucking sucker punches her. She's like, whoosh.
You just love seeing women get hit, don't you, Jacob?
I'm old-fashioned, what am I going to say?
I mean, I do have a funny story about something about that, but
Oh,
I'm not going to say
fuck.
it.
Whoa.
I'm not going to say it.
Oh my god.
That's
I
the
don't
day
even wanna know.
Jake got pissed off at me.
What? 'Cause he...
I'm not going to say it.
Oh my gosh.
Said too much.
Well, now you got to tell us when we're done recording. I think we can probably
shit.
stop now.
Alright, how long have we been going
Hour
for?
and 6.
Holy
That's pretty
shit.
nice. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's
it's
pretty good, Jacob. Alright, thank you for listening. If you liked Jacob, let us know. We can get him back on the podcast for Columbus Day. And,
We're playing like 5 months ago.
yeah, thank you for listening to episode 20. 21 should be out soon, and hopefully we'll be drunk. It should be a good old time.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
So to end the podcast, we high five to end every podcast to celebrate.
Doing it a three-way style this time?
Yeah.
we did it like 6 ways one time.
No, okay, I guess we'll do this.
Yeah.
All right, Deep Thoughts Podcast.
Woo!